Calgary Fish Creek.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This government is planning to accelerate the phase-out of coal-fired electricity generation. Albertans agree, even those in industry, that coal is carbon-intensive and needs to be phased out over time. However, we do not need rash, ideologically driven decisions that lack proper consultation, thorough research, and responsible action. To the Minister of Job Skills, Training and Labour, given there are 5,600 jobs directly related to coal extraction and electricity generation, do you, Minister, believe that an accelerated phase-out of coal respects the livelihoods of Albertans, the best interests of thousands of hardworking Albertans, and the communities they live in?
Good question. Honourable Minister of the Environment.
Mr. Speaker, we've heard loud and clear from many of the folks both in the healthcare community and within the coal community, and that is advice that we are taking along with the advice of the panel on how we undertake an orderly transition away from coal-fired electricity. This was an undertaking of the previous government as well, Mr. Speaker, but I do note that they had no plan in place for a transition for workers and a just transition for all Albertans.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To the Environment Minister now. Given that accelerated phase-out of coal is likely to limit supply, reduce stability, and compromise reliability of our electric system, and given that this is also likely to drive up the price of electricity as industry struggles to attract investment to build non-coal electricity generation, compromising our competitiveness for industrial users, while also reaching further into the wallets of hardworking Albertans who are already feeling the pinch of the economy you seem so intent on destroying.
Honourable member, again, could we please have the questions? I'm hearing preambles over and over again. Honourable Minister.
Well, sure, and thank you to the member for the question, Mr. Speaker. As we move forward with these plans, we are going to encourage lower carbon and renewables options in the place of coal-fired electricity right now. We will make sure that this transition occurs in a balanced and measured way, working with the energy industry and Albertans. We will have a clear plan in the coming days and weeks on this matter of coal-fired electricity as we receive the panel's advice. And I might add, Mr. Speaker, that there are a number of very carefully thought-out plans contained within the climate leadership consultation piece that are online for any honourable members to read, in which we have a number of companies that have shared with us their thoughts on how they can proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Minister. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To the same minister, given that accelerated phase-out of coal raises the issue of fair compensation for stranded capital assets, and given that your rejection of a dial-down, dial-up strategy could put Albertans on the hook in the billions of dollars for any fairly negotiated settlements, to the minister, what is the estimated value of this fair compensation? Who will be negotiating this settlement? And where will this money come from?
Good question. Honourable Minister of the Environment.
Well, you know, I thank the honourable member for his observations on what we have and have not rejected. The fact of the matter is we are considering all of the advice of the panel and the advice that has been given to us by many of the coal-fired power incumbents and other industry players in this space, Mr. Speaker, while we also have conversations with the electricity systems operator and others to ensure an orderly plan that is balanced and measured, that protects the pocketbook, and that takes climate leadership seriously, Mr. Speaker.